Hi, church. It's Pastor David. We're going to be doing something a little bit different today. I'm going to be going over um, how we do diagramming. It's the first step into diagramming the Bible, um, the series that we're doing. And so the main lesson that today that we want to learn is the first key in doing diagramming is finding the basic sentence. Right? We're looking for the basic sentence structure. That is, we're looking for the main subject and the main verb. Okay. The reason why we do this is because the Bible, there's lots of details. There's sentences are very convoluted. There's a lot of words, a lot of ideas that are, brought up into one sentence. It's very there's lots of run-on sentences. Okay. And so, in the midst of all these confusing sentences, we want to find the main basic structure of the sentence. And that is finding the subject and then the main verb. Okay. And so, for instance, we're going to look at this very well known rhyme here, nursery rhyme. It says, Jack and Jill went up the hill. And the next line says, singing and holding hands. That phrase here, it's describing how Jack and Jill went up. Well, we don't know where they went up, but they went singing and holding hands. All right. If you wanted to add details on what the hill was like, you can say it was grassy, slippery road. All right. But so what we want to do is in the midst of the different details that are being told to us, first we want to identify what the basic sentence structure is. What is the subject? Well, it's Jack and Jill. What's the main verb? They went. And everything else is details. Now, it's not to say that details aren't important, but for the practice of diagramming, the first step that we have to take is to identify what the main subject and the main verb is. Okay, so we're gonna go into an exercise here. All right, we're gonna look at John 1 verse 6. It says, "There came a man sent from God, whose name was John." Right. So you tell me from this verse 6, which one is the main subject, and what's the verb, the main verb? Okay. There came a man sent from God whose name was John. All right. Now, what we want to say here is um, we want to say that the man is the subject. All right. And came is the main verb. You can say it this way. You can say, a man came. All right. Like in verse 7, it's repeated again, but in the normal sentence structure, he says he came. Verse 6, it's the same thing, but in different order. There came a man. Okay. This phrase here, sent from God, describes, um, uh, you know, about this man who came, right? This man who came, he was sent from God, and his name was John. So all these different parts of the sentence are details. But what we're looking for is the main subject and the main verb. Likewise, in verse 7 says, he came as a witness. Well, we know that he is the main subject, and came as a witness is the predicate. Came is the verb, and then as a witness is the rest of the sentence. Okay, and that's what we're trying to do. We're just trying to figure out what the main subject and the main verb is. Verse 8, it says, he was not the light, but he came to testify about the light. All right? He would be the main subject, and this was not the light would be the verb and the important rest of the sentence predicate was not the light. Right? And that's what we're looking for. Okay. So we're going to do one more example and we're done with our first step in how we do diagramming. All right. So it says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, with God, and the Word was God. All right. So this first verse has three full sentences, really. They're joined together by the word and twice. And. So this first line is a full sentence. In this first line, which one is the main noun? And I would tell you it's the word. And the verb would be was. All right. Another way we can say it, right? In the beginning was the word. Another way to say this is the word was in the beginning. You look at the other two lines here, and the word was with God. The word was with God. Just like that's a full sentence. This first line, it's just been kind of flipped around. So we would say the word is the noun, the main noun, and was would be the main verb. Okay, and that's what we want to do in diagramming. We just want to first identify what the main noun and the main verb is. Okay, and as we go through different lessons, I'll be doing this side lesson on how we diagram. Okay, um, it's going to take a while to learn, but it'll be very helpful. All right, see you soon. Bye bye.